locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Bortles. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at the 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in on.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. 39 yards there, a big one.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. But think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC, and it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Ready. 30 base. Tight Ringo. Hey, 4 down.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
On first down, Bortles completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Bortles. Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay.
Let's go.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll kick things off in the NFC West. 2 teams that were fighting for NFC championships a few years back. San Francisco visiting Seattle. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The Niners trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. A touchdown pass there for Andrew Luck. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 24-10 was your final. In our game, it was a rookie Kyler Murray showing the flash that made him choose football over baseball. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So that doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if, indeed, they do need to rest a few people.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Now Murray off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 28-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Bortles. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Julian Edelman His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michelle.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards on the play, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be steering at a 3rd and long here. Now Bortles. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for L.A., they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.